Howdy everyone, Runt9 here, and welcome back to Runt9 Plays King of Retail. We're continuing from where we left off in the last episode. We're currently working a contract at Armina. They're giving us a little bit of money to try to, run a clothing store for them. Making just a little bit of daily cash. I'm going to beeline to the staff room, try to get some more marketing done. So the current contract that we're working on, essentially, we need to make money, and we need to make the celebrity group know about us. And so marketing helps with the latter, and realistically, high reputation also helps with the former, because obviously higher reputation does mean that that you get more people into your store and they buy more stuff. So it's a nice compounding effect that the more reputation you have, the more sales you'll get from that segment of people. And sales also increase your reputation. So that person walked in and didn't buy anything, which tells me that we either don't have the right stuff or we don't have the right prices. And based off the fact that we bought the highest quality and fashion items that were available, that tells me that we probably just don't have the right prices on things. So we definitely will revisit that as time goes by. So we got a celebrity out here. Let's definitely try to get them into the store. Perfect one shows up. How do you feel about pants? Desperate need of that. That's going to be an easier sale to make. Get your happiness up there. And why don't we close this sale, max those bars out. And hey, this is another celebrity. Shirts, pants. All right, both about the same. Get that happiness up. Keep that patience at full. That should be an easy sale. Get them in the store. All right, we got more celebrities out here. And again, I'm targeting the celebrities right now for getting them in the store. I probably should have done that the correct way. You're not a celebrity, so you would only be contributing towards the money portion of our contract. Go fast forward for a second here. So let's double check where we're at. So we've got about 600. So we're around a fifth of the way to where we're going to need to be. We obviously have a long ways to go on reputation. We'll show you that chart here in just a second. It's going to take a few days at least. So basically this little orange segment of the pie chart needs to be up here somewhere. So we got to get some more marketing done. We got to make some more sales.
Thanks.
And that'll just, that kind of comes with time. So something I pretty much always do is I'm actually going to remaneuver this in such a way where it's as easy as possible for me to get back onto the register when I come back inside. Shirts, pants, desperate need. Let's get that happiness up. And let's make sure we open this again. There you go. Because if you don't have an open register, whether the queue is full or the register is closed, then people will just storm out of your establishment. Which, I mean, obviously makes perfect sense. If you want to buy something and there's no register, then obviously you're just going to be unhappy. Try to get you in the store. What about pants? Very interesting. That's higher than if the perfect one shows up, I might buy it.
Thank you.
Get those bars maxed out. You need stuff. And that's why I position the register this way. It makes it a little easier to get around. That was a big sale. That was 105 R9s. A very, very good sale. Oh, that's right. This is the pensioner segment, which we don't have a lot for them. Most of our stuff is fairly expensive, and pensioners are on the lower end of the wealth spectrum in the game. But we might still be able to make a few sales here. I mean, it is 20 people.
Hey, a little help.
Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to make these sales over here, just because we've got too much going on at the register. But we can do this. Squeak over here, press the finish sale button, then jump right back on the registers. We'll get a little whistle at us, but that's okay. And unfortunately, we can't jump back off because the patience that they have is just their entire time in queue. But what we should be able to do here is maybe get some minimum storage ordered. Because we've made some good cash today. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and give me a full storage, which actually we don't have the delivery room for that, but from this sale, we can maybe squeeze in here and buy one of these. We got someone at the register who is unhappy. Oh, we need to make this sale over here. That's a celebrity. We need that reputation. And celebrities also spend a lot of money. I could take a look at that. Very interesting. I believe is higher than I could take a look at that. Oh, don't go. That was too close for comfort, man. Did I finish the delivery? Oh, no, I haven't actually clicked the request delivery yet. So we have to do that to actually get the delivery headed our direction. And speed up a little bit here. Make these couple of sales. I feel like we've made some good sales today. Yeah, no, we're up to 1439. Currently known locally, so our reputation is starting to climb up there. So that was enough where we can go ahead and request the delivery here. I don't remember where these pants were. I think they were on here. We can get a couple more articles of pants that we'd unpacked earlier. And then I guess we can go ahead and buy another one of these. Definitely not the most financially efficient way to do things, but we're probably going to end up in the red after today due to rent. I don't know that we have enough room for all these articles. I think it was more than 60. Yeah, so, or maybe it was right at 60. Maybe we got lucky. Because it didn't say that you're full, and so I'll come back later. We'll get these unpacked. Storage is full, which, I mean, is to be expected. We don't have much storage space.
Hi. Hey, a little help.
Try to close the sale real quick. Click the button, and then we got to get to the register now. Get there before they storm off. So the game can be a little hectic at times. I want to make the sale. I want to make the sale. Yeah, you know what? Try to buy one of those shirts. Great idea. I thought it was. Try to close the sale. Oh man, that went quite a ways up there. I think because it's above their need, they may still not purchase it. Now it looks like we sold the shirt. We'd love to see it. Let's just get as much stocked as we can. We'll go back and unpack some more boxes here in just a moment. Although we actually should be pivoting to the marketing computer to get started on some more celebrity marketing here in just a moment. Because we can always cover the delivery stuff in the morning. So yeah, with the store being closed, I definitely just want to go straight to marketing because that's a good time to do this. Give me all the storytelling, good tech specs, and a little sales aggression. And then we'll be ready for our next day. So I think we probably only need 1 or 2 more days. I would guess 2 more days of sales is what it's going to take to hit that 3,300 total turnover. And then as for becoming a household name in the celebrity segment, we actually didn't go negative. It'll be a little difficult, but we should be able to make it pretty soon. So we obviously can't afford the minimum storage. I'm not going to worry about it. We can always just make a delivery during the day if need be. The sounds are pretty hilarious, to be honest with you. Honestly, I'm just going to go back to marketing. We can deal with stocking once the store opens, because we can kind of bounce back and forth. It's a little bit harder to bounce back and forth with the marketing. So we can just kind of get this one out there. And again, the marketing helps with reputation, which is the more difficult goal to achieve here than the revenue or turnover. I call it revenue just because that's like the financial term that I know. Turnover may be an industry specific term. I forget how much the final payout is from this particular contract. But I definitely want to be able to start a new store with a little bit more capital than I usually do. I usually start a store around like probably 1,500 US dollars in the bank, and that's just not quite good enough. We should have done that sale correctly. That was my bad. It's a big sale. 118 is a massive sale. What does our reputation look like? We're getting up there. We're probably about a third of the way filled. I think we need to get somewhere around 2/3 filled to be household name. You don't know what the store is? Well, let me tell you about it. We got some shirts. No interest? Do you have some interest in pants? Very interesting. Well, let me show you what we've got for sale. Why don't you come on inside and check it out for yourself? We got a couple celebrities over here. Looks like they're buying some stuff. Couple more good sales here. Alright, we need to go close that sale. So you go through the register, and then let's see if we can't get you to buy something. You know what? Why don't you buy one of these shirts right here? Yes, that's perfect. Man, I'm good at choosing these items. And then, you know what? Let's also work on your need just to make sure that we get there. And then from here, the bars should pretty much fill up on their own. Might have sold them so well, we'll sell 2 of those shirts. So this is what you want to see. The store is basically full of celebrities. So they're going to spend a bunch of money, which is going to help for the revenue goal. And they're going to buy a bunch of items, which helps for the reputation goal. We got 1,000 in the bank. We probably could do a full minimum storage order. You know what? Let's try to sell this, but I'm just going to click the finish sale immediately on that one. Why don't we take a look at buying some articles here in just a second. We'll get a fresh delivery of everything we need. Minimum storage, 583. Absolutely, go ahead and send it. And then give me just 1 second here, guys. I got to pause the game and take care of something real quick. All right, sorry about that. We are back.
Excuse me.
And you need some help. Let me see what you need. You are thinking of buying those pants. I'm just going to finish sale on that one. And we sold it. So what's this celebrity rep look like with all the sales we've been making today? We're getting close to that halfway point. What is that? Fairly popular. So I believe household name is going to be coming up pretty soon. And it's 3:30. We're going to need one more day probably to hit the 3360 R9s. We should have a little bit extra stock. We can get a couple things back on the racks here.
Hi, spare 2 seconds.
You know what? I can spare 3 seconds. I'm gonna just click finish on that one. We got lucky. Good RNG roll there. Making some great sales here.
Hi, spare 2 seconds.
And then we want to close this sale over here for sure. I'm gonna just go straight for the finish sale. The celebrities have a high service expectancy, so they will very much whistle at you within seconds of getting into line.
Hey, have a minute?
Why don't you buy those pants? You would never consider that? Well, maybe I just sold you. We're actually gonna hit the sales goal today. And we're going to come really close to hitting the reputation goal today. Why don't we go in and start unpacking some stuff? Well, we can't because I haven't actually clicked the request delivery button. So we definitely don't need to worry about the marketing today. Let's just get some stock for tomorrow, and then we can probably cruise through tomorrow fairly easily. Assortment of shirts. Take a look at that. Get that happiness up a little bit.
Thanks.
Song's a little cursed. Alright, we got a delivery ready. I'm gonna go start working on that. They're gonna get up to the counter here pretty soon.
Hey.
Listen for the whistle. There's the whistle. Cancel. Jump up to the cash register. There was a celebrity waiting for us to help make a sale. We can get at least a little bit of stock back on these racks. And then just listen for the whistle at the register. Alright, we will finish that up in just a moment. That probably just finished off our sales goal. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Alright, we've got full stock. Let's go ahead and get the racks filled back up. So it looks like we are going to squeeze into tomorrow to finish off the reputation goal. That's one where we will probably just sit at the register on 2x speed until the contract finishes up. I don't know, this celebrity could be it. Not quite. Alright, let's go ahead and leave the store. And I'm not going to worry about ordering any more stuff. Let's just head out the door. We'll stand at the front on 2x speed. We'll be done shortly. Because basically all we need at this point is... yeah, really just another day's worth of sales. I think we just need to get to about like right here on the celebrity segment. Household name is not fully maxed out. And so most of the Armina ones are this way, where it's getting a certain amount of money and a certain reputation level. You're thinking of buying it? You know what? Let's go ahead and help with that.
Thanks.
How do you feel about that? Sit here on 2x speed, get some more sales. Basically, any one of these celebrities could be the one to push us over the reputation we need. I believe we've still got our advertisement out there for celebrities, and advertisements have a huge impact on foot traffic through your store. And also, once we get into corporation type stuff, there is even more of a focus on improving various different aspects, because you can hire, I think it's the marketing manager or your corporation, or the marketing manager is per concept, which we'll talk about all that later. But essentially, they increase the effect of advertisements, which can make them that much better. All right, looks like they're buying a couple of things. Every little bit is a little reputation boost. There it is. Like I said, it could be any one of these celebrities. All right, so we're on 1,500 bucks. That's still not enough for me when to start the next corporation. So this is the next Armina. 112 bucks a day, and this one's going to take us a few days to complete. Plus, it'll give us 1,120. And this is where things start getting a little bit more interesting. So whereas down here, we were dealing with very low population ones, up here, this is a medium population. There's, I don't think it has an actual number on it. We can see the number once we get in. So this one, selling shirts and pants again. We need to sell 250 articles from La Fashionable, and then gain a reputation of household name in both shirts and pants. We can hire staff and we can loan money. So this is going to be a lot closer to a normal store for us. We're going to sign this contract. We're going to go ahead and prep the store in this episode. And then in the next episode is when we will actually run the store. And this one is a little bit larger than what we've seen before. We also start off with 4144 R9. We cannot make expansions or, move things around in the store. I can tell you we need one of these chunky storage units. We need one of the chunky delivery units. I'm going to put this right next to the door. And we're going to need a lot of staff. I did this one a couple days ago for the first time. And you will be surprised by how quickly you get overwhelmed here. And so we're going to get the displays up, and we're going to order one of each article we're going to put up in the initial set, and then we'll take out a loan and do our full minimum storage order. So for these, I usually do wall inventory for these. Why don't we give this a bit of a try? One of those there. One of those there, and let's set these up as price. These are going to be our well-priced items. The one thing we haven't done anything with yet, and I mean we'll probably care more about it once we get into our own stores, is discounts. That's a newer feature in the game, added in the most recent update. Very hotly requested from my understanding. Probably just put this like right here. We're going to need registers. Make sure we go ahead and grab one of these. We actually can't afford that. Go ahead and sell that real quick. We are going to need this storage unit. I went ahead and bought it now because we will need it later. Trust me on this one. Let's start with this register. Why don't we set it right there? Because then we can stack another one over here. Because medium foot traffic doesn't sound like much, but you might get caught off guard a little bit. So let's go ahead and set up what's going to be on these at the very least. So we'll set up some casual clothes. And we'll do some of those, and then we'll do some shirts, mostly shirts. Casual clothes, casual clothes, street life, casual clothes. We need 8 items. That's 4, 5, 6. Probably grab some more pants. Yeah, these are on the cheap side. Because we want to fill out our low price rack first. We already have one of those types of items, and we'll grab one of those. So let's go ahead and order those. Get minimum storage set up for these 2 racks. Now, let's take a look at our demographics here. We've got laborer, hipster, techie, and a good chunk of economist and pensioner. Or sorry, economist, ecologist. So this is overall a lower fashion need, although hipsters definitely have a little bit higher of a fashion need. A lot of the expansion that we're going to be doing is going to be kind of live while we're running the store, because we're going to need to take out some loans. But that'll be fairly easy. Again, I've done this before. I've gotten a good bit through the campaign. So I'm fairly aware of the various Armina stores at this point. So for now, we're going to set up the minimum storage on these as 5. But that will need to get bumped up fairly quickly, as medium foot traffic is going to run us probably in the realm of like 15 to 20 people an hour. We probably don't have enough for more displays right now. I guess we could put up a couple wall displays. But I think what I want to do at this point, we are going to need staff. How much is the staff room stuff going to cost us? Might be able to squeeze everything. Well, so we won't be able to get the coffee maker in here. We can get the coffee maker in here tomorrow. We're going to want a marketing person pretty quickly, since part of what we need is reputation in shirts and pants. Marketing, I don't think, helps immediately with the our article-specific reputation. It helps more with the demographic-specific reputation, which you can kind of see the two differences here. The primary thing, I mean, there is an include marketing effects here, but from my understanding, this isn't as affected by marketing as customer reputation is. But so we're going to leave store. Rent is going to put us in the negatives by quite a bit, but then we're just going to take out a bunch of loans. And you'll see why here in just a minute. We can take out $5,600 worth of loans. So we've got 3 loans. That's going to be $927 a day in loans. Sounds like a lot. Don't be fooled. It will not be a lot here in just a minute. And then we're going to go straight to looking at hiring some staff as well. You got a hardware store and teach customer service. Sounds like you would be good at sales. Assistant manager can usually mean a couple different skills. Evenings in restaurant while studying. Could probably mean register and restocking part-time in a restaurant. Let's go for a own little hardware store. So let's just reveal these. They also have personality traits, 2 positive, 2 negative. Okay, so you're an absolutely wonderful salesperson. Let's go ahead and get you hired, get you into sales. Is it like a beer about 60 bucks? I want this game so bad. Yeah, so I switched to a custom currency because of the fact that the prices by default are set to Danish kroners, which has a very many Danish kroners to a single US dollar. So like 60 bucks for a beer is something you would see. The US dollars, I still feel like is a little bit inflated in this game. You still have t-shirts going for like 35, 40 bucks. So I brought this down to 70, my custom currency, R9, about 70 cents a piece, or 70 cents for a US dollar. Not the best salary, it's okay though. So $11 an hour for a perfect salesperson. Already maxed out on all the skills. Yo, Owen 2009, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Glad you're here and hopefully you're enjoying the stream. Thank you so much. We do need to adjust our open hours. Again, I like that 11 to 20. Staying open until 9 is okay. Opening earlier than 11, though, it doesn't seem to be that great for the Armina stores. But really, like, you'll see that big spike from about 4 to 6 p.m. That's going to be at 16 to 18 is when you'll see quite a large spike. King of Retail, more like King Keanu of Keanu. Okay, I got it. Took me a second. I appreciate the compliment there. You know, I think Keanu is a very beautiful man, and so I'm going to take it very much as a compliment that that's how you think of me. So the other thing that this does is this sets us up for a perfect 9-hour day. We can split you right down the middle with a little break. You got 4 hours in front, 4 hours behind. 8-hour days tend to be the average of what people tend to be okay working before their mood and energy really starts going down there. You should. I mean it that way. Well, I seriously appreciate that, Sprinting Fish. So you already maxed out on register skills. Also very, very nice to see. Based on where your green zone is, we might be able to get you for about $7 an hour. So the wages are going to be a little bit lower, but the prices on items will make a little more sense. Because like US dollar minimum wage is $7.35 an hour. Realistically, this is closer to about $11 an hour. You know, we're quote unquote 30% less. So we've got a register person. Already ready to go there. Don't want to lose our register and sales at the same time, so we're going to let you take a break between 2 and 3. So it's going to be 3 hours before, 5 hours after. And then, is there somebody who would work for marketing? Because that would be somewhere that I would really like to see some progress in. You've got the skills unlocked. You could do restocking. Let's go ahead and get the negotiation done. But we don't have to actually hire them right away. I want to see how bad the first day of restocking is all on our own. But they're pretty good at restocking, and that's going to be necessary as well. Part-time in a restaurant, let's see what skills you have. You know what? Already basically capped out on restocking. I think we'll go ahead, give you the 11.33 an hour. Let's go ahead and get you hired. And so basically we will be looking at probably running a second register ourselves for the most part. We'll go ahead and give you a break right down the middle as well. And so we've got a ton of loans, or a ton of money because of loans. We're going to go right here for large shirt, large pants. Oh, this is Command and Conquer General's music. I got to give this a little bit more. Oh, love it. Now, I don't remember what our full set of demographics looked like. I believe that our largest ones were laborer and hipster, as well as techie and pensioner. I believe we're the top 4. So we're going to go ahead and put this in probably simple life. Imagine not having Transistor on this playlist. You keep saying that. I am only putting stuff on here from games that I've personally played. And then let's do an A3 in Fashion Land for celebrity and accountants. And then do small on shirts and pants. So now, once we get back to the store, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and order the stock that we're going to put on our displays. So we need to sell a lot of La Fashionable stuff. So let's do... Here, that's all the same line. This is a new line. This is a new line. And this is a different line. Go ahead and give me 5 of each. And then from shirts, we'll go La Fashionable. And then just give me 5 of each of these. It's 1008, that's 1232, 1456, 1344, 1904. Basically, we're just going to get a little bit of everything that La Fashionable sells. 784. God, the nostalgia from this song, man. I don't think that I've played this game in... I don't know, if my brother was here, he would know how long it's been. Playlist does have like 100 Command & Conquer songs, not gonna lie. I did just go to the Command & Conquer full playlist and just add all. I probably need to drop some, because some of the Red Alert songs especially are not that great. While others like Hell March are obviously like iconic. So that's 60 units of La Fashionable stuff. That'll fill out a good few racks of stuff. So why don't we get to the store and get ready to go. We're going to go in and immediately get to placing down some more displays. I'm just going to kind of chain these across here. We've got 60 things incoming, 20 things per, so we can fill these out pretty easily. We don't want to get in the way of the register, and then we can put more stuff along the wall as we wish. And you know what? Let's go ahead and do our minimum order for the other stuff. I did forget about that. Did I not set up minimum storage on those? Did I already order the minimum storage and forgot? Have I gone crazy? All the minimum storage is set up. But if I go to order articles... Okay, well, we'll come back to that then. We got someone working registers, we got someone working sales, and we got someone working restocking. It's where we want to be. Now, we don't have to do the restocking ourselves. We can definitely just continue to work on designing the store out. That is my dad trying to call me. It's a little bit busy right now, but I can get back to him here after the stream. The playlist, did you actually play Crypt of the Necrodancer? I do love that soundtrack. I played a little bit of it. I probably played like 3 hours or so. It ended up just being, and I mean, this is going to sound bad, but it ended up just being too hard for me. But I did like the game. It had just one of the most unique concepts for a game I had ever seen. So we can just go ahead and set this up for pants. Fill that out, set up the design to have a fashion sign on it. There we go. And then just start getting shirts up on these. Get the sign for fashion.
Thanks.
Then for this one, fill out the rest of the shirts here.
Hey, have a minute? Hey, can you help me? Thanks.
Michael is going on break, so we're going to need to get on the cash register here in just a second.
Thank you.
Hold on. I heard a whistle, but Michael is still currently on the cash register. Okay. That's a fun bug. He's doing cash register stuff as he's walking away. So we've got a full line here. And people are upset about being in the queue for so long. That does hurt our reputation. Quite an interesting bug, I would say. Michael's just over here still working. Skating across the store.
Hey, can you help me?
Okay, so that was interesting. Michael should be able to make it back to their post. Okay, we're going to be fine on deliveries here. I think I forgot to click the show poster button. I thought I set all these up. Maybe I didn't. Now, we need to get a bunch of turnover as well. Let's set this one up for quality.
Hey, have a minute?
And then let's order some high quality stuff. I think that's going to be in Street Life. Yes.
Thank you.
Hey,
That's all the same line. This is a different line.
Hi, spare 2 seconds?
Then go to Street Life here and probably just sell some of those. So give me 5 of each and go ahead and get those delivered right away.
A minute?
Hey,
All right, my dad is calling, so but I need to I will call him back in just a minute. May just go ahead and end the stream and the YouTube episode here.
excuse me.
Let me get the delivery requested, set up the...
Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, have a minute?
Say hi to Dad from chat. Will do. Chubby Nico Mucci, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you hanging out in chat.
Thanks.
We got a lot going on here. Honestly, I'm just gonna unpack these, get them on the shelf, and then call my dad back.
Thank you.
Did I not order the shirts too? Alright, and we're just going to go on 2x speed until the day is over, and that way I can save in the office. I am like, actually, D2, you're dead, tired, I'm assuming is what you're going for there. Alright, so the store closes here in 30 minutes. So yeah, this is where we're going to leave things off. So we're going to finish out this contract on Wednesday's stream. It's going to be tomorrow's episode for you all on YouTube. Appreciate you all being here. Obviously, you can tell I'm having a lot of fun with the game, and it's getting some good viewer engagement and some good analytics here on Twitch as well. So at least for the moment, I feel like it's something that I want to keep playing. I'm obviously going to keep playing it off stream as well. You can see we made money hand over fist on that one. Not a big deal at all. So, like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and save, get out of here. So, appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. Let me go stream marker. So, for those of you out there watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to see more stuff like this in the future. And come check us out live on twitch.tv/Rut9Plays. We will be back here tomorrow. Or YouTube, sorry. Until next time, I'm Rut9, and I'll see you later.